Welcome back to Hazardous Endeavors.
Yahoo!
Kelehnall's on fire!
Yes, indeed. Where we last left our intrepid adventurers, you are on horseback, traveling with Anders and Tillman, heading back towards Kelehnall, as you see on the horizon a darkening column of smoke from the old capital city. As you are making your way there, the sky darkens unnaturally, and you're feeling the ever-encroaching feeling of necromantic energies building up to the point where Jaxom is remembering his days training and patrolling the rotting hills with the other paladins and clerics of his order. And as you're making your way there, you are pushing the horses to their absolute limit. Your celestial charger is taking it like a champ. The other horses are looking like they're going to give out at any moment as the evening progresses and as it does actually get on towards nightfall itself, as you crest over a small hill and are looking out at Kelehnall itself.
So, I'm just saying that we might have wanted to time this slightly different. I mean, I'm all for getting here on time and everything, but with this encroaching feeling of necromantic doom, I'm sure glad we're getting to the smoking city at night.
There was nothing to be done. We needed to get here as quickly as possible.
Facetious?
Facetious?
Did you hear me? I used the big word. I picked it up.
Well, that's
And you used it mostly properly.
mostly.
Oh.
Oh no, same as undead. They mostly come out at night.
Mostly.
Right. So, sure enough, the city seems to be aflame. A lot of the buildings you see are either lightly charred, down to nothing but the largest of beams that you can still see, or in some cases, some of the stone structures still seem to be holding fast.
We leave town for 3 days.
Wait. What? Oh, you mean we left? And then
Yeah.
we came back.
And everything goes to shit.
It's been 4 days.
Okay, it's been 4 days, but it's definitely on fire. What do we do? What do we do?
2.5
save
days
people?
out, 1 day back.
Yes, but we spent a half a day waiting for people to show up.
Also true. Thank you for keeping me on track.
My God.
So yes, 4 days out, and yes, this is what's happened. You see the fields leading up to the gates themselves are what look to be they've been scorched. So some of the fire did reach out to this point, and you see bodies here and there, just in various states of char or cut down where they stood. Most of them looking as if they were running when they were struck, but other than the bodies themselves, it seems clear from where you are to the the western gates.
And we don't see anyone actively fighting.
You do not.
Or actively crawling on the ground, or...
Not out here.
I think we should approach. We need to try to get to Bale, because if anyone is rallied up a resistance
Where
to
do you
anything,
think Bell would be?
probably towards the guard barracks.
Yeah, that would make the most sense.
It's
Mr.
it's
Jaxom,
fortified enough he might be able to defend it.
You have abilities to see undead, do you not?
Yes, I do have the ability to sense the undead, and
I suppose
Okay.
that might be a good idea.
The overflowing tingle of basically the entire city. But yeah, alright.
Well,
Right.
sometimes you just need to give yourself over to that feeling.
The tingling?
Yeah, that tingling feeling.
I've got that tingling feeling.
Whoa, that
I believe
tingling
there's an
feeling.
ointment for that.
So, you guys start approaching the western gates to the town. The gates themselves actually are still there. They're not off their hinges or anything. They're just open. And they look like, from where you can see, as you're making your way closer, the bodies that got out were the lucky ones. Just making your way in, you can see quite a great deal more bodies inside the gates.
Is
Good.
devastated the word I am looking for? Because I believe that I am devastated right now.
This is...
There's at least 24 you can see lining the street on the other side of the gate. as you're approaching.
This is really heavy. I feel like I should say something to lighten the mood, but it's just sort of leaving me feeling sort of ashen-mouthed.
It's about the time.
Really?
Damn it, Wilf.
Wow.
This is about the time you hear a scream from inside the gates.
Yep.
I run towards Scream.
Draw swords. Yep. Dash forward.
Okay. As you guys, and pretty much as you're getting to the gates, the horses have decided this is a whole town full of nope, and refuse to go any further.
Probably except for the Celestial Charger.
Right. Your Celestial Charger's fine.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
So you're mounted there, and at this point, Tillman and Anders are walking on foot alongside you.
God, I wouldn't want to be on a horse in this. They'd freak out and I'd be scattered to the wind.
Do you ride ahead of everybody else, or do you wait for? Do you travel with the
Remember,
group?
I am nuzzling into your armor behind you.
I will travel with the group.
Okay.
Might as well leave the horse here.
Okay.
He smells like silver polish and, English musk.
What exactly does English musk smell like?
It's for cologne, I think.
Is it?
English
Sure.
musk.
I don't know.
So as you guys approach the gates and make your way through, you see what looks to be a woman and her child who are running down the street.
Crap, why is
towards
there
the
always
gates,
kids?
being hounded on the way by what looks to be a group of skeletons and two kind of lanky, loping humanoids that are kind of snarling as they run kind of on, alternating on two legs and on four, just kind of scrabbling along the cobblestones trying to get at them.
What is?
And of course, as you guys are made apparent running in through the smoke, she yells out, "Help us! Save us, please!"
Yep.
Let's
Whipping out my swords.
So we got Lindo
I whip my
and
sword back and
Jaxom,
forth, I
who
whip
are
my
on the
sword back
horse
and
right
forth.
up front.
Yep.
And we got, we got Wilf, and we have Elliot here.
Wait, you want to reverse that so we don't get confused? Because
Here we go. Wilf and Elliot and Tillman and Anders, and we're good to go. And we have initiative.
Let's see what we have.
All right,
That's
Wilf.
helpful.
11.
11. Jaxom.
I will go with a natural 20, which makes that a 19.
Okay. Lindo.
You're so
20.
quick on your feet.
20. All right, Elliot.
6.
6. All right.
So powerful.
Tillman and Anders are going to go on a 12. And we got the Skellies,
Skelly bellies.
which are going on a 13.
We've got that rotting feeling.
Ew,
have
that
one
rotten.
other guy. Guys.
rotting
Going on a
feeling.
14.
You know that rotting feeling, now it's gone, gone.
Actually, it's over there.
Whoa.
No, keep going.
Nope,
Nope, I am done.
We were giving you time to set up.
We're good. All right.
good.
Top of the round with Lindo.
Hello.
You are on the horse right behind Jaxom. You have the woman and the child who are running past you as you make your way to the enemies.
Oh, that makes things easier.
Fairly close to the front of your horse is one of the kind of gangly-looking, snarling undead.
Be dramatic.
Of course I'm going to be dramatic. I'm going to flip off the horse and stab it in the head.
What did the horse ever do to you?
No, I'm not gonna. Well, I'm going to give the horse the bird. Tumble off of it sideways, scramble onto my feet, and then swing my sword.
Okay, go for it.
Man.
Oh, come on.
An 11?
An 11 does not hit.
18 plus 6.
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely hits.
Yeah, so 24 will hit.
Oh, wait. Is he by any friend?
He is not. You actually do get your sneak attack due to your swashbuckly nature.
I am quite swashbuckly. Okay. 16 plus 8. Go.
Oh, Lord. Okay, yeah, you deftly leap off of the horse, tumble, land, miss with your first strike as it ducks under your sword. Your second one takes it down the throat into its chest, and you tear it away, leaving it broken and bloody on the ground.
Disgusting.
Nicely done. All right, Jaxom, it is your turn.
All right. So, which ones are the skeletons and which ones are the eloping ones?
The loping one is further out. The surviving loping one is further out. The rest of the things around you are skeletons.
I will head directly towards the loping one.
Okay.
And take a swing at one of the skeletons if it was within my range as I'm going by.
Yeah, have at.
Okay.
Go
You
for
can
it.
do it. I believe in you.
Yes, I do believe a 24 is going to hit.
Yeah, and this is on the Eloping Undead.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Eloping Undead.
Let's see.
Remember, you're still on your horse, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yes,
I
it's
think
when
I'm on my
two
horse.
undead get together and decide that they are going to get married, but they do not tell anybody, and they go to Vegas.
Not eloping undead.
Nope, we'll lock that. Just two ghouls dancing hand in hand.
Looking
All right.
into the sunrise,
that means we
burning.
kill
I know I was
Newlyweds.
rooting for those ghouls.
Right.
But I'm just going to use a smite right out the gate.
Okay, so smite coming in. They
Well,
are
actually, we're
certainly-
in the gate now. We went into the gate.
Even 20.
Even 20. So you hack into it and it screeches out in pain. It's still alive. Well, it's still up, but it looks like you've taken a massive chunk out of its torso.
And my last hit on it.
Okay.
No.
Okay. Good to know. All right. Anything else?
And I'm going to swing down
Okay.
off of the horse.
So you drop down off
Yep.
the horse and okay. Good.
And he dissipates in a nice flash of light.
Okay. So the horse just gone.
Yep.
Okay.
God, I hope it makes that sound.
The creature next to you gives you a quick rebuttal in the form of a slashing of its claws, which it decidedly misses with a 10.
It gently caresses your face.
No, it does not touch me.
It speaks sweetly to
I mean,
you.
it certainly tries. Then the skeletons go. One of them rushes forward at Lindo. One of them stays on Jaxom. And then we have one making its way over to Wilf, and one on Anders. Tillman. The one on Tillman misses. The one on Lindo gets a total of a 14.
Nope.
And the one on Wilf gets a total of a 6.
Oh, that's gonna be a big no.
Yep.
Nah.
So, great job. Great job, rolls. You're good.
Super agile. No, it's that we're too awesome. These skeletons are like, oh no, it's too awesome.
I figure we have fought them enough times that they're just like, oh, those guys.
Tillman and Anders respond much more effectively with Tillman kind of getting behind it and giving it a shove towards Anders, just grabs it by the skull, slams it into the ground, and boots and crushes it into the dust.
Oh, dang.
Curb stomped it.
Yep, just takes that skeleton out like
You're
it's
like
nothing.
a team curb
Way to
stop.
go, bone daddies.
Oh,
Oh, come
Tillman
on.
laughs. Anders doesn't. Wilf, your turn.
Right, so that skeleton in my face, I need him to not be there anymore. And I'm making my attack. And I think that a 24 should do it.
Yes, absolutely.
Well, right, excellent. I'll make a defensive flourish, sir.
Okay.
And I'm gonna grab a D8. 9 plus 4. That's 13?
Oh, yeah.
Is this good?
It goes down. So once again, your cutlasses come in and just separate the spinal cord from everything surrounding it, and it clatters to the ground in a shower of bone.
All right, and
Bone shower.
until
That sounds uncomfortable.
next turn, my AC is now 19.
Okay. Are you doing anything else?
Yeah. You see that guy that's right up there?
No, I don't. You mean the one that's up by Lindo?
No, the one that's right next to Lindo.
There we go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Visual gimmick.
Right.
Audio podcast.
Yeah. I'm going to try to make him a little shorter.
How about?
And choppy. I probably missed with a 14.
Hit.
Oh, I hit with a 14.
And a clatter of bone.
Oh, excellent. And 8 damage.
8 damage. That's enough, yes. So you shatter it, and it crumbles to the ground.
I hit it from behind, so I got it off your back. These spineless cowards can't stop us.
Elliot, your turn. You're noting something different about these skeletons from the ones you encountered in the tower.
Yeah, they seem a lot weaker.
They are.
Being that they are weaker, I'm going to simply just put my hand out and cast Ray of Frost on one of them.
Okay, there's only one skeleton left, and then one of the kind of loping, snarling, gnashing
I will
monster.
go after the skeleton.
Okay.
Take care
18?
of that.
Hit.
Take care of that little bone of contention.
For
I see that
5
you are very
damage.
humorous.
5 damage is enough. Your bolt of frost, or your ray of frost, hits it, which freezes up some of it, which just shatters and cracks, and it falls to the dirt.
I'm just ribbing you.
I'm going to spend the rest of my turn going to the child and the woman and seeing if they're okay.
They're kind of cowering behind the group as you all clear up all the the monsters.
I'm since it looks like they got it, I'm gonna start looking like I'm gonna be checking to make sure that they're
Okay.
like medicine checks and stuff like that.
Done and done. Lindo.
Okay. So,
Uh-huh.
I run up.
Uh-huh.
I get behind Jaxom, next to him-ish.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
And I see he's going like swipey, and so I figure I join him.
Okay.
Okay. 21.
Oh yeah, that absolutely hits.
Kaplok.
Is it La Rosa?
It is La Rosa. Okay.
La Rosa. Rosa.
13?
Yeah, so that's more than enough to take what's left of its hit points as you run up next to, and don't forget you actually got sneak attack on that, but not that you needed it. Right.
An additional 10.
Right. So yet again you run up and you put La Rosa straight through its neck.
Oh, hi, Jaxom.
Give it a twist and a flick, and off comes its head, landing neatly in a pot on the side of the road.
I was doing just fine on my own, but thank you.
You are welcome, and that is not against all of your skills or anything. I just thought, dibs.
You I would not expect you to get as many decapitations as you get with a rapier.
It's pretty amazing.
It is pretty amazing. I am pretty amazing. Did you know how amazing I am? I could tell you.
You do.
So you're checking
Constantly.
on the woman and her child. So as you're checking them over, she is crying and distressed and obviously a little panicked. But she does get out enough that, in addition to all of her thank yous, the information you get out of her between sobs and deep breaths is that her husband was taken out by a group of these monsters that attacked her home. Her and her daughter got out alive, but she wasn't able to make it to the Church of Pelor because that's
Church.
where she heard that people were going to gather. The bells rang, people were gathering there, but she wasn't able to make it, and she ran this way. And if it wasn't for you, brave adventurer, she would have been dead.
Well, I would suggest you to keep moving. There's not much left here. I would go.
We could try to escort them to the church, because I don't think they've got a good chance
I bet
running
you'll
out in that
bail at
field.
that church.
Anders makes his way over and actually picks up the child, giving a nod.
Yeah, let's get them to the church.
Okay.
Yes.
Got to
Get
get
me
to the church on time.
Tillman, with a bit of a strained smile, says, "Well, if there's anywhere in town that'll be well protected, it'll be the church.
Why?
Hey, gang, let's go.
Church
God
of Palor
bother.
stands for almost longer than the city of Kelehnall.
Oh.
The clergy does know how to defend itself.
Nod all around, yeah. So, you guys start making your way through the city. Are you
Blaming
attempting to be
Palor.
stealthy, or are you just barging your way down Main Street?
I don't think
I
that-
don't stealth.
I don't really stealth either because I'll
I
keep on
could
singing.
stealth. I choose not to.
Well, luckily there is enough smoke and well, a lot of cover to be had if you wish to attempt to stealth. Otherwise, well, you know,
What do we
there's
look
just
like? Not rock
innumerable
stars?
undead between you and the town. Which it's fine. I mean, it's absolutely fine if you wish to take that route.
Wait. I've got an idea.
Okay.
Hand me the box.
What? No.
Hand me the box.
No, I got plans.
Hand me the box.
No, this is mine.
We can get you a new one.
No, you cannot.
What I'm saying is, we hand it to our big beefy friend right here. He says something that ends with Scotch, and we make trail while everything's running over there.
You want to use them as a diversion?
I want to use the magic box he's got that makes a lot of noise as a diversion.
Would you bring it back?
You want a loud noise?
Okay.
Wait. Is there any like rats running around?
What the?
Sure, yeah.
Elliot
They're
is
abandoning
smiling.
ship.
Can you cast like alarm on one of those rats?
My alarm's a lot quieter than Lindo's.
Mm-hmm.
Can you make it loud?
I can make a loud noise. Can we
Oh.
find a small group of zombies that need to be destroyed?
No. That's not what I'm saying. We don't want to be making the noise. We want the noise to go away from us so that we can go forward, because it's not like we're going to be able to move at a quiet rate. I imagine that we're having this discussion while we go
Yeah,
shuffling
you're
along.
kind of shuffling along.
Well, if I can put the noise at 100 feet.
I'm just saying that we want a distraction
I can
from
make-
us, including you.
I can make a distraction, and I can escape.
Okay.
All right.
It will take 2 of my better spells, but I can do it.
Well, don't die.
Okay?
So, you're making your way through the town, and you get to a point where you're now, like, basically several streets away from the Church of Palor itself, which is now when you're getting to the point where you can't move forward without encountering at least one more group of these. So, Elliot, where do you go and what do you do?
Well, one more group of them.
Mm-hmm.
They're pretty weak, aren't they?
They do seem to be held together a little bit weaker than the ones you were fighting before.
Okay. What I'm going to do is, and this will probably grab all of them, so we're going to have to go around pretty deeply. I'm going to cast Fireball on top of them and basically let the entire city know that there's a giant explosion in the center of the city.
Okay. So you kind of peek out from the alleyway and you're looking over towards one of the large market squares that surround kind of the central part of the city. And you look over and you see a nice grouping of skeletons and zombies that seem to be kind of making their way out of one of the storefronts, just kind of like shambling out. And they seem to be kind of patrolling around, seeing what there is to see. And you get a nice bead on them and you start casting your spell. And you firework fizz of energy streaks out, and the front of the store is just enveloped in this massive ball of fire, causing this large explosion that everyone in the area is able to hear. And sure enough, you start hearing the sound of running feet the other way from the alley, and without paying attention to the alleyway you're sitting in, you see a group of about 30 zombies and skeletons trudging their way towards the square.
See? I told you I could make a distraction. Let's go.
All right.
And I guess we skitter away in a roundabout fashion.
With that distraction, you now all get advantage on your stealth checks, which will
helpful.
cancel out the disadvantage you have. Yeah.
Oh bless you, little thing there.
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
I got 8.
An 8. Okay.
13.
15.
10.
Okay.
With the advantage, we are the stealthiest.
We are just the stealthiest. We are the snakiest, and I don't even think Anders and Till need to.
They actually rolled a 20 and a 15, so.
Lindo
Way to
cannot
go,
be stealthy
Tilly Bean.
without like
Yes,
having
guys.
a song
Very
out
nice.
loud. Just like dun 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 dun.
So as you guys are making your way, you're kind of doing a roundabout section of the city, kind of getting away from the large group that just went into the square, and you're making your way towards the cathedral. And as you get there to the street surrounding it, you're like, there we are. You're right across the way from it. You're about to make your way out, and as you're starting to exit the alleyway, Elliot trips over a barrel on the side, which falls over. And unfortunately, it also seemed to be filled with whatever curios the shop would have sold. So at this point, a small barrel full of bells tips over and just clangs to the ground in the loudest racket you could hear.
Who keeps a barrel full of
I
bells?
was just thinking the same thing.
I was thinking that's
They're
good
prayer
smoke
bells.
opponents.
Prayer bells, like the ones you have on sticks and they walk around, for holy days. Anyway, it's a whole barrel full of those you just knocked over, which causes anything in the area, which in this case is another group of those kind of loping, slavering undead, to come rushing over towards you as you're running across the way making to the cathedral.
Circle up, keep the civvies in the middle.
And Anders and Tillman have kind of grabbed them, and Tillman
guys
looks,
should run.
You get them? We'll get them to the...
Go, yeah,
Done.
So they start running off as you guys square off in the middle.
And I start shouting really loudly while waving my swords.
So we got Elliot in the center, surrounded by you guys as these things rush in. And you got 4 of them coming after you.
We just want to attract the ones in the square. We don't want to attract all the ones in the town. I know that look you're giving me, Lindo.
The look where I raise my eyebrow once and then I raise my other eyebrow, but not as high because it doesn't go as high.
All right, let's get initiative again.
Initiative again. We're rolling initiative.
Better.
Oh my god, I cannot roll initiative to save my life.
Wilf.
7.
Okay, Jaxom.
17.
Lindo.
11.
Elliot.
15.
15, all right.
What sort of world do we live in where the paladin always has better initiative than the bard? This town needs an enema.
Check. It got one. Big
A
fiery
necrotic one.
Yeah.
That's a terrible enema.
A
No one
necrotic
wants that sort of enema.
Jaxom, your turn.
As they're barreling down towards me, I start walking towards. By the light of Palor, you will all be disintegrated. And
Okay. Draw your sword. And
That sounds
sword.
like a good song title.
all right,
and
roll it.
attack.
But you like the Palor or disintegrated?
No, by the light of Palor, you will be disintegrated.
That seems like a really long song title.
18.
18 hits. Let's see that damage.
I've got this idea for an electric lute.
Let's see that damage. All right.
All right. Oh, you got
Get-
smite.
Yeah.
Do it.
Why would you want it to be electric? Woogie, woogie, woogie.
Make it louder.
That would be a 24.
Oh, and it goes down in a blaze of brilliant, radiant light. And then you have your rest of your move to get to the
Rest of
next
the
one.
move to get
Okay.
to the next one.
All right.
Look at him go.
I'm going to say an 8 does not.
An 8 does not.
Okay.
Jaxom is kind of in his element here.
Take that last thing I said.
Elliot.
Throw it in the trash.
The one that's closest to the cathedral,
Yep, which would be the one kind of off towards Lindo's side. Yeah.
I will
Or, sorry, Wilf's
shoot
side.
with a ray of frost.
Okay. Pew.
15.
A 15 hits. All right, damage.
Are these the loping kind again?
Yes, these are the loping, slavering undead.
14.
Ooh, 14. Okay.
This is like necrotic Vegas.
And they lose 10 feet of movement.
Yeah, it starts to kind of freeze over a little bit, and its massively oversized teeth kind of chatter a bit as it's starting to make its way forward.
Makes it kind of adorable, huh?
Linda.
What?
Your turn.
Oh. Okie dokie, so. Move forward to basically the close one next to Jaxom and say, hey, Jaxom. I hit it with the 21.
You do indeed.
Don't forget your sneak attack.
I shall not. Oh, wow. Okay.
Wow,
alright.
good or
No. I get a 1, a 1, a 1, and a 3.
Oh, jeez.
totals out at a?
9.
That's enough.
Oh,
Yeah, you'd already hit it. So.
I Jaxom.
not that one.
Oh no, sorry.
missed
right.
that one.
So 9 points. All right. Sorry. 9 points. That. Yeah, it's still
That would
up.
have been hilarious.
It would have.
Sorry. All right. Do you have another attack?
I do.
Okay.
Hopefully not as scar up as my last one. Natural 20.
All right. That's a crit.
So
So 2d8 plus nothing.
Plus a nothing. 10.
10 points. All right. Still up, but unhappy. Now it's their turn. So this one still has enough movement to get to Wilf. The one over here is able to get over towards Elliot.
Over where?
Okay.
The ones on Wilf and Elliot's side rush in. Luckily, the one that that Elliot hit with his Ray of Frost was close enough to Wilf to get to him, or unlucky, as it were. So, let's see. We got the one on Wilf. That's a total of an 11, sir.
11 does not do it.
Okay, Elliot. Claws. Damn it. That's a total of a 12 on you.
You know, I really like it when the DM says, damn it.
Shield.
You cast shield and block that hit.
She's upstairs.
I did not cast Mage Armor for some odd reason.
Gotcha. Well, the one on Jaxom takes a swing for a 15, and so that will miss as well. Yep. It's kind of doing normal for me. Okay, Wilf, your turn.
Well, I guess I should really hit. I'm first going to chop at the one that is clawing at our dear Elliot.
Okay.
Taking a hack at its pronounced spinal column bit. And how's 15?
A 15 will hit.
Oh, excellent. I'm going to call that a defensive flourish.
All right. What do you got?
Well,
That's the one that hasn't been hit yet.
11 damage.
Okay.
And my AC for the next round, till my next turn, is increased by 6.
All right.
So 24 AC.
Nice.
Oh, 22 AC, sorry.
Oh.
Okay. Okay.
Just
22.
one above mine.
And the next attack, you same one or the other one?
Same one. I don't want our caster being drilled upon.
First.
Okay.
Same as the first.
And choppy. And that, sir, is a fantastic natural 20.
All right. Make it happen.
How about that for the offhand 20s? And I love having dual wield as a specialization. And he takes a good 11 damage.
And that's enough to do it. The one on Elliot goes down,
Very nice.
just chopping into it and felling whatever's left of his necrotic energy.
Yes, we
Yum.
don't want our squishy friend to expire upon us.
Jaxom, it is your turn.
I hit it again.
All right. Or do you?
That would be a 15.
Oh yeah, that's enough.
All right. 6.
That's enough to do it.
All right.
You hack into it and it falls.
Helps if you've got lighting for your dice.
25 feet is enough to get you into melee with the other one. Do you have that move?
Very helpful.
Okay.
Yeah, I can do that.
Left all alone by myself in the corner.
Yeah, definitely gonna do with the 22.
Oh yeah, that'll do it.
Lindo doesn't want to be all
9.
by
9 points is pretty much exactly what you needed to take that one down.
Very nice.
Okay, so as you guys are clearing those ones up, you hear shrieks and yells from either side of the square, and you see kind of behind and through the smoke of the buildings around you that are still smoldering, you see masses of humanoid forms starting to run their way in. And as they're doing so, the doors to the cathedral open, and a bright, shining light issues out, causing all of the creatures that are rushing into the square to stop, putting their hands and appendages over their eyes and sockets. And you hear a voice, come inside, come quickly.
Oh, okay.
Get the
okay.
tune on, Lindo.
What? Okay.
Leave the nuns alone.
Okay.
So, I'm assuming then you run into the church?
Yeah.
Yes.
Unless there's a big, huge group of them still, but it sounds like they dissipated.
They're at the edges. They're being held back for a moment by the bright light issuing forth from the doors to the cathedral.
If there's not a big group, I'm gonna go into the.
You mean the shining radiance of Pelor himself?
Yeah, that.
Is that what
Yeah.
that is?
You know, if that alien beam is going to save my life, I think I'm going to go to it.
So, you guys rush into the doors, and it almost just a little bit it almost hurts to look directly inside, except for Jaxom, who takes this as a nice basking in the warmth of his god's radiance.
Yes.
But as you rush inside, the doors are closed.
Do you think there's residual radiation poisoning that we should be worried about?
Maybe like cancer.
Am I going to be like firing blanks now because of Pelor's holy light?
Do you think this will give me an even tan?
Whatever's
He is
exposed.
the god
maybe.
of the sun.
Right?
That's yeah, that actually works.
Dear Baylor, I wish for an even tan.
Granted.
Yes.
No, so so you rush inside, and as soon as the doors close, the radiance dims down, and standing there amidst a group of other town guards, that you see are ragged, bloody, look like they've been fighting for a couple days in the middle of a city full of undead. And standing right up there up front, holding on to a still slightly glowing symbol of Pelor, is Brother Euclid.
Brother Euclid, is good to see that you're still alive and fighting the good fight.
He kind of a bit of a thin smile, but he says, "Yes, unfortunately, I'm pretty much the highest-ranking cleric left in the cathedral."
I apologize, but I just have to know, what the buggering hell happened?
Several people around, you notice a couple of the guards have also kind of taken in and welcomed Tillman and Anders back, but they all kind of standing around and looking very grim. But alongside them, who stands up and starts walking around he was sitting behind a pillar, you see Commander Bale step up, and you notice that he's nursing one of his arms up in a sling, but he kind of steps around, and in a very kind of glowering look, he says, "A dark energy came from the castle. Shortly after you left, something happened. I can only assume it was Seldith, but they cast some sort of spell that caused a dark energy to envelop the city, and it rose up almost every single one of the dead from every single graveyard in the city, almost instantaneously."
How many graveyards do you have in this city?
It's a very large city.
Very old city.
There are mausoleums and crypts beneath the city from many hundreds of years of nobles.
Oh, noble zombies.
Unfortunately, it also affected anyone who was already sick or dying. They too turned very quickly. It was all we could do to gather any survivors we could and bring them here, and Brother Euclid has been kind enough to give us what healing he can, but it's not enough for some. And he looks over and kind of doesn't motion towards them, but you follow his line of sight over to a line of probably 24 sheet-covered forms off to one side.
Well, I mean, if we think that Mr. Grand Vizier was up to no good, we might actually have some more irrefutable evidence of that nature. Can you bring out that ring?
Yes, I can. I don't see the point in it. But
So,
here.
so the package he sent us off to deliver with that big Grand War soiree, it had a bloody vampire spawn in it.
It looks shocked for a moment and then kind of looks around and starts to nod slightly as looking at the ring.
Also, the instructions, because Bale had the note.
Yes. I'm pretty sure that the note was written by the Grand Vizier.
He nods. And it does make sense, I suppose.
That signet ring was on the vampire spawn's hand.
He looks at it for a moment.
Yes.
House Lofgren.
Yes.
He kind of squints for a moment. House Lofgren left the city the same day you did.
I knew they were up to no good. They did not laugh at my joke.
They were...
Oh.
They said that they were... Well, they said they were leaving to one of their holiday homes, but they left out the eastern gates, and we thought nothing of it. They go in and out of town all the time, but the fact that it happened so quickly and that you found this, it could not have been a coincidence.
Seems a little fishy.
The holiday home be like a castle with like bats and like lightning.
Big pipe organ.
But
Yeah.
all of the terrors happened after they left. I wouldn't think that they were the ones who caused this.
Yeah, but maybe
I don't believe they were either. I believe it was the Grand Vizier himself. We kind of brought him the battery that he needed for the center.
Bale looks very troubled.
I did
Well then.
warn you about that, didn't I?
He nods. Unfortunately, how could we have known that the King's Grand Vizier could do something like this?
Because Elliot told you.
Because generally speaking, I don't know how familiar you are with folklore, but Grand Viziers are always bad. It's like you could have like a beneficial chamberlain, a wonderful first counselor. Grand Viziers are always evil.
What do we do now? I mean, you've returned, but I don't know what it is we can do.
I think we need to leave the city, at the very least.
Question, for I guess you, Mr. Big Godbotherer Padre,
Brother Euclid?
Yes.
Isn't it nice that we have a cleric that we actually know the name of that survived?
Yes, it's
That's
great.
super handy.
So that brazier that gave the Grand Vizier the magic chutzpah to create this undead thing.
I can assume so, yes.
If we got that brazier,
Haha.
could you sort of do an opposite and do like a big holy explosion thing
Explosion?
to
don't think that would
banish
work.
them?
If the energies have not dispersed from the castle, I've been looking at them and I've been trying to figure it out, but I think there's still a ritual happening. I don't know if he's completed what he's doing.
So
Time to go mess up the party.
if we go bomb their party, steal their magic MacGuffin, and get it back to you, do you think you can undo their do?
I might. I can't guarantee, but
I kind of feel like once you do the
Wouldn't that
do
be
is
very
out.
difficult for you,
it
seeing
doesn't
as
go
how
back
that's
in.
a battery of arcane magic rather than divine?
I would only think that disrupting whatever ritual he is currently doing might be enough to stop it, enough for us to at least gain a foothold, more than being able to just fell the undead for them to stand back up again.
And as much as I hate to say it, I think that a small team won't be able to get into the castle and move through the city without attracting the vast horde.
Are you talking about us?
I think we might be the right tools for the trade.
Well, we are tools. You're at least a tool.
Speak for yourself. Speak for yourself.
Am I to understand then that you wish to assault the castle?
Well, he tried to kill us or have us deliver a vampire to kill a whole bunch of people. I think I want to, really screw up his plans.
In
I'm
fairness,
taking
the
a little
castle never did
personal.
anything to
I
us.
got bit
There's
on
no,
the neck.
there's no wishing. If this is still going on, we need to finish this.
You know, if you had better marital practice, you should probably get bit in the neck a little more often, you know?
Very well, then. Then before you go, perhaps it is time.
It is time.
He reaches into his robes and he pulls out a small wooden box on a golden chain. And as he opens it up, he pulls out a golden key. And he says that this key opens the reliquary underneath the cathedral. I believe it is time for some of the artifacts of the Dawn Guard to see the light of day again.
Indeed.
The what?
And on that note, dear Digidicers, thank you for joining us. Tune in next time for Hazardous Endeavors, and until then,
Game on,
Internets!